African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 27th of May, 2024. Units of the North Group of Forces continue advancing to the depth of the enemy's defenses. Losses were inflicted on manpower and hardware of the Armed Forces of Ukraine 125th Mechanized Brigade and 112th Territorial Defense Brigade near Konstantinovka and Granov, Kharkov region. 2 counterattacks launched by the enemy's assault detachments were repelled near Glubokoi and Volchansk, Kharkov region. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses amounted to up to 318 Ukrainian troops, 1 tank, and 2 armored fighting vehicles. In the course of counter-battery warfare, 1 U.S.-made 155mm M777 howitzer, 1 UK-made 155mm FH-70 howitzer, 1 152mm D-20 howitzer, 3 122mm D-30 howitzers, 1 U.S.-made 105mm M119 howitzer, and 1 122mm Grad MLRS combat vehicle were neutralized. Units of the West Group of Forces liberated Ivanovka, Kharkov region, and took more advantageous lines. Losses were inflicted on formations of the Armed Forces of Ukraine 14th and 66th Mechanized Brigades near Nevskoy, Lugansk People's Republic, and Novosadivoy, Donetsk People's Republic. Moreover, 3 counterattacks launched by the Armed Forces of Ukraine assault detachments were repelled near Novovodyannoy, Lugansk People's Republic, and Grigorovka, Donetsk People's Republic. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses amounted to up to 405 Ukrainian troops, 1 infantry fighting vehicle, and 5 motor vehicles. In the course of counter-battery warfare, 1 UK-made 155mm Braveheart self-propelled artillery system, 1 152mm D-20 howitzer, 1 122mm D-30 howitzer, and 2 122mm Bastion MLRS combat vehicles were neutralized. Units of the Southern Group of Forces improved the tactical situation along the front line and inflicted losses on manpower and hardware of the Armed Forces of Ukraine 57th Mechanized Brigade, 105th, and 118th Territorial Defense Brigades near Razdalovka and Chasov Yar, Donetsk People's Republic. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses amounted to more than 460 Ukrainian troops, 4 motor vehicles, 1 UK-made 155mm FH-70 howitzer, 1 152mm Stubby howitzer, 1 122mm Vostok self-propelled artillery system, and 1 UK-made 105mm L-119 howitzer. In addition, 2 Armed Forces of Ukraine ammunition depots were destroyed. Units of the Center Group of Forces liberated Netelovo, Donetsk People's Republic, and improved the tactical situation. Losses were inflicted on formations of the Armed Forces of Ukraine 68th Jaeger Brigade and 24th Mechanized Brigade near Semyonovka and Novgorodskoy, Donetsk People's Republic. 5 counterattacks launched by assault detachments of the Armed Forces of Ukraine 71st Jaeger Brigade, 47th, and 110th Mechanized Brigades were repelled near Okrotino, Soloveyovo, and Umanskoy, Donetsk People's Republic. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses amounted to up to 335 Ukrainian troops, 2 armored fighting vehicles, and 3 motor vehicles. In the course of counter-battery warfare, 1 U.S.-made 155mm M777 howitzer, 1 122mm Vostok self-propelled artillery system, 3 152mm Stubby howitzers, 2 122mm D-30 howitzers, 1 122mm Grad MLRS combat vehicle, and 1 U.S.-made 105mm M102 light-towed howitzer were neutralized. Units of the Vostok group of forces took more advantageous lines and inflicted losses on manpower and hardware of the Armed Forces of Ukraine 128th Territorial Defense Brigade near Makarovka, Donetsk People's Republic. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses amounted to up to 130 Ukrainian troops, 5 motor vehicles, 1 U.S.-made 155mm M777 howitzer, and 1 U.S.-made 155mm M198 howitzer. Units of the Dnepr group of forces inflicted losses on manpower and hardware of the Armed Forces of Ukraine's 65th Mechanized Brigade and 37th Marines Brigade near Rabotino, Zaporizhzhia region, and Veseloy, Kherson region. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses amounted to up to 40 Ukrainian troops, 3 motor vehicles, 1 122mm D30 howitzer, and 1 U.S.-made 105mm M119 howitzer. Operational tactical aviation, unmanned aerial vehicles, missile troops and artillery of the Russian groups of forces engaged Armed Forces of Ukraine manpower and hardware clusters in 114 areas during the day. Air defense units shot down 6 French-made Hammer guided aerial bombs, 14 U.S.-made HIMARS and ALCA MLRS projectiles, as well as 44 unmanned aerial vehicles. In total, 603 airplanes and 274 helicopters, 24,700 unmanned aerial vehicles, 524 air defense missile systems, 16,172 tanks and other armored fighting vehicles, 1,318 combat vehicles equipped with MLRS, 9,887 field artillery cannons and mortars, as well as 22,027 units of special military equipment have been destroyed during the special military operation. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.